Hey mate, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mate.
This is the place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues.
So, welcome back to the channel Power Mates. In today's video, we are diving into something that's been getting a lot of buzz: how to create your first Lakehouse on Microsoft Fabric. This is a powerful architecture that combines the best of both data lake and data warehouse, perfect for the modern data analytics. And by the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to get started. Let's jump right in, Gaston.
Awesome, Alex. So, first of all, in this section number one, what is a lake house? First off, let's talk about what a lake house actually is. A lake house is just a hybrid architecture that combines scalability and flexibility of data lakes with the reliability and performance of a data warehouse. It allows you to store raw and structured data all in one single place and enable this kind of advanced analytics and machine learning and AI while still maintaining governance and data consistency. So in Microsoft Fabric, you can easily set up a lakehouse that allows seamless integration between different workloads, whether it's structured or unstructured data and analytics or real-time insight. So in section number two, why we should create a lakehouse in Microsoft Fabric. So now why you should create your first lakehouse on Microsoft Fabric. The short answer is if you're building and you want to handle complexity of data needs with Fabric, you get the flexibility of using different workloads under only one single roof, including data integration, real time, and AI integration. Plus, it is designed for seamless collaboration with native integrations with Power BI, with Purview, and that makes a perfect fit for companies aiming to unify the data state.
Yeah, and so the obvious question, Gaston, is what are those steps to build my first lakehouse?
I'm glad you asked that question because in this section number three, it's gonna be steps to build your first lake house. So let's move quickly to my machine and let's check on that process.
Got it.
So remember that first thing you need access to Microsoft Fabric. If you are just starting on this one, go to our videos, check how you can enable a trial version of Fabric. Once inside Fabric, you can set up your environment, which will serve as kind of the foundational framework for your lakehouse. So first of all, you need to choose a workspace and carefully check if you want to build your lake house right away there. So in this case, remember that you have the roles and personas. You can go from there, or you can just go to the engineer stream, and then in the top right, as you can see, you can click here and create your lake house from scratch. Just click on that one, assign, just as you can see, the name of your lake house, and right away you're going to be creating your first lake house just with your name, and that's all what you need. So that is first. The other topic is remember that in back of lakehouse you always have one lake structure as a unified data lake. So anything around one lake is going to be managing all the storage just for you. In my case, I'm going to switch to this screen where I already have my lakehouse. You can see tables back there. You can see files for structured and unstructured data. And then next step for all of us is going to be, hey, I want to start adding my own data. What is going to
Mhm.
look like to do that? Once your lakehouse is set up, it's time to add data. You can easily ingest structured and unstructured data from different sources. You can use built-in connectors, drag and drop files directly. If you're working with big data, Fabric also supports ingestion in real time and batch.
Wow. So can I just drop files from my PC? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, actually, I have this option here. in my screen, as you can check on this one, I have just Windows Explorer, and I have some local files, 2 or 3 different CSV files, and I have in this tab, you can check, I have this app that runs directly in
Mhm.
my Windows Explorer. That is one lake. Remember that one lake? The analogy is we have one drive for data, and
Yeah.
that is one lake. So this one lake is connected to my Fabric tenant. Uh, you can check icons on my local files. It's exactly what you can see in the back end of my Lakehouse. So that being said, I can grab all these files from a local machine, copy and paste all these files in this folder. And what it's going to look like is that if I go to my Lakehouse and refresh on this one, I can check in my local files that all those 3 files are coming right on this one. So this is an easy way to add local data into your Fabric Lakehouse. What is next? Transformations. If I
Mhm.
need to do any transformations on my data, I can get only all of the tables or any of these tables. I can easily have the preview of my data. I can also change the layout. I can check all my Lakehouse, explore data and files, but you also have available a SQL Analytics
Mhm.
endpoint. So if I check on this one, I'm going to see all my SQL Analytics endpoint. And from there, you're going to be able to leverage, just to give an example, you can open notebooks to do transformations. You can do transformation in a SQL query, as we can see here. I can start my select command and select, start from any of my tables, and I can just run a command from here, and I can just go and check anything on my Lakehouse running SQL queries, or even I can do a visual query, and I can start a visual query right away here and just drop any of my files. And that is another option. You can check on my top toolbar here. You can transform data, reduce columns, sort or group by. You have many transformations that you can make right away from this option here. That is the next steps in terms of data transformations.
Can I leverage Copilot if I need help with Python, for example?
Yeah, remember that in your Lakehouse you have the option to call, you know, from the Lakehouse itself. You can
Mhm.
open a notebook and
Got
you
it.
can go working with an existing notebook or create a new notebook. And from there, you're going to be looking at this option. In my case, is in gray because I'm working with a trial version. But if I have an F64 or Power BI premium version, Copilot is going to be there for me, where I can speed up the process of learning Python, just leveraging and using Copilot right away.
Okay, so is someone is seeing the Copilot in gray is because of the capacity of the license, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So the next steps, usually on this one, is what is gonna look like to leverage integrations or analyze my data. What is look like the Power BI integration? So if I have, let's say, my sales table, I want to analyze this table with just a simple or customized semantic model or create a report on top of that. I have this tab in the top where I have the reporting tab. I can switch to that tab and I can create a new report in top of that. As you can see, is all the integration is up and running. I have my sales table here. I can start dropping some of my data here, and I can start, working directly with my data right away. And that means that I can start, any kind of the metrics that I have over here, and I can start working with my data right away from this one. As you can check on this quick example, I am not switching different technologies. It's all around Fabric, and I speed up the process of creating a Power BI report in top of the Lakehouse itself, and is just getting from the raw data into an actionable insights in just a few clicks.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Gaston. And so now we know the steps to create a lakehouse. So, but here are some of the best practices to keep in mind while creating your first lakehouse. First, use Delta Lake for enhanced performance. So, Data Lake built into Fabric add reliability and performance to your lakehouse architecture by providing AC transactions. Second, keep your data organized. So use hierarchical folders, structures, and proper naming conventions to keep your data assets easy to find and manage. Third, enable security and governance early. So use Microsoft Purview to manage your data governance strategy. So this ensures compliance, security, and data privacy from day one. And last but not least, scale as you go. So start small, and as your data needs to grow, take advantage of the Fabric scalability so you can easily expand your lakehouse without re-architecturing everything.
Yeah, that's great, Alex. And to wrap things up, creating your first lake house on Microsoft Fabric is really a game changer when it comes
Mhm.
to modernize your data architecture. It gives you the flexibility, the scalability, and all the analytics power you need all in one single platform. So whether you're managing structure or unstructured real-time data, Fabric has you covered on this track.
Yeah, so PowerMate, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share it with your network, and drop your question and thoughts in the comments below. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and join us on this journey.
Together, let's unlock the full potential of Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.
See ya.